Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we are testing two XX Revolution products. So we have the Tuxedo Eyeshadow palette and we have the Overload Cream Blush palette. Make sure you stay tuned until the end because I kind of was like, I did my eyeshadow look and I was like, I'll be right back once I've finished my makeup look. Well, funny story, I was thinking what highlighter should I use off camera, and then I was like, the blush palette, I was supposed to test it in today's video, so I've added that in as well. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, then remember to like and subscribe, and let's get in with it. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. So it's got Tuxedo on the front, shadow palette, and obviously XX all over it. It's very similar to the Expectation palette with the layout and design. And then this is the palette itself. So again, it's got the velvet covering all over front and back. And I'm going to show you the shades. And then again, it's got the massive mirror in, which I always say I absolutely love. So there's 18 shades in here. Again, they've got all the little X's on certain ones, like the matte shades. And then there's a load of shimmer shades. There's quite a variation. So we've got some blues, some purples, some very neutral kind of toned ones. And there's quite a few shimmer shades here that I feel like would be very good for your inner corner. So I am just going to quickly pop this in now. So basically yesterday I tried to film this video and it just didn't work. Well, basically I decided to film it in the room with the fairy lights backdrop, and just for a change basically, and it was a bad idea, like really bad idea. So the cat was in, out, like scratching at the door, want to be back out, because obviously if I leave the door open then we're gonna have 3 cats roaming around in there. So one cat was just wanting to be in, then out, then in, then out, and then the neighbours were doing DIY, and honestly I was just like, I literally just was like, I can't do this anymore, so I just stopped the video. So if it looks like the palette has been used, it has been. I used it yesterday, but like I say, I kind of just abandoned the video. So we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to finish the video. Without further ado, let's get some testing on the go. So I'm going to use my normal Smashbox lid primer. So I'm going to start off with this shade here, and I'm just going to pop this all over my eyelid. Any makeup products that I have got on, by the way, I will pop in the description for you to go and check out. Then all I'm going to do is just blend this up towards my brow bone. And I'm just using my Smashbox shadow blending brush just to blend that out at the top, just so there's not as much product on it than my Real Techniques brush. My Real Techniques 301 brush is like my go-to. And then I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm just going to use the same Smashbox shadow brush, just very lightly, because I feel like this could be very dark. And just push that into your crease. And then I'm going to pop this in my inner corners. I'm just going to apply this with my finger and see how it goes on. Oh, that is pigmented. I love a good pigment. Again, if you've been watching my videos, you will know this. I feel like that brown that I just put on before was kind of hard to blend out. I feel like I don't know if it's because my lid primer is dry enough, potentially. In my next video, I will use my new lid primer because yeah, that'll be a problem. I'm not going to blame the eyeshadow because I've been using the Expectation palette, which is obviously just different shades, and I've had no problems with it at all. I felt like I wanted to do like quite a warm toned look today because I'm quite aware that my past 2 videos have both been, well, 2 makeup videos have been like very purple. And I was really tempted, I'm going to be honest, because you can see there's some like really nice pinks and purples in there, but I was like, no, do not do that again. I've also had like, I'm getting a tiniest bit of fallout down there. I don't know if you can see that, the tiniest bit. And you know, from shimmer shades, you kind of expect that, don't you? let's just build this up a little bit. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of this shade on my outer corners. Now this kind of looks like rose gold. What I'm going to do is, it's kind of struggling to go over the brown, because obviously I've pushed the brown into my crease and a little bit on the outer corner. So I'm going to use my Smashbox flat-headed brush. I always call it a flat-headed brush, but it's actually called a full coverage shadow. I mean, it's just flat-headed, so you know. And I'm just going to go in with my Love Ritual Smashbox primer spray. I've literally just sprayed my phone, but that's okay. It's waterproof, right? And I'm just going to try and pack that on with my brush. I'm going to go over the top of that last shimmer shade and put this one on, just to kind of try and darken that pink up a little bit. Yeah, that's working better. Let's get some more primer spray on. And then I'm just going to press that into my crease. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of this neutral shade just under my eye. And this is using my Real Techniques Rebel Edge Fine Brush. I'm literally obsessed with this brush. And then I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm just going to pop this on my inner corners. And this is just using my Smashbox Smoky Shadow Brush. Very good for getting your inner corners. Overall, I've hardly had any fallout. I'm just like going to use my foundation brush to try and... Yeah, literally that fallout came straight off. So like I had a little bit down here. Straight off, very impressed. I'm going to finish my makeup look off camera. Obviously eyeshadow is done, and I'll be right back. And I don't know why I'm using this as like a wand. Harry Potter fans, I'm with you. But anyways, I will be back with a review of the product. Also guys, when did that happen? Oh no. I really hope that hasn't been in my entire video, because I'm going to be mortified. I mean, is there anything worse though? It's because I swatch it all the time, like as I'm doing it, just like, oh yeah, that looks pretty, what can I put on next? Yeah hun, maybe don't put it on your neck. Oh, I think I'm making it worse. I need a makeup wipe. Okay, I'll be right back. So I am back. However, I was doing my bronzer and my contour, and then I was looking for a highlighter, and then I remembered that I was supposed to be testing my XX Revolution Xxtasy Cream Blush Palette. So what I'm going to do is, luckily I haven't got any blush or highlighter on right now, so I'm going to go in with those. I will show you in a second, and then I will do an overall review of both palettes. I bet you didn't expect this in the video, eh? Although you probably did because of the title, but you know. Anyways, so this is the outer packaging. So this gorgeous marble baby pink shade. It is beautiful. I keep saying this about all the XX Revolution palettes. I need to change it up and stop saying beautiful, but literally they are so aesthetically pleasing. So this is what the palette looks like inside. So obviously you get your mirror, which is a pretty decent size. So you get your blushes. I mean, it's called a blush palette, but there is like highlighters in there as well. So these look really beautiful. I mean, that's just some of them. They look really gorgeous. This one looks really nice. I feel like I'm going to pop a little bit of this on my cheeks. And I'm just going in with my Real Techniques sculpting brush. I am just going to put like the tiniest bit on, because I don't know how pink this is going to be. This does look like, well, it definitely is like a shimmer. I can see lots of particles of glitter. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not. That's like really, hang on, let me swatch it for you. That's like super glittery. If you like glittery blush, I mean, I'm obsessed with glitter, but I'm not sure how I feel about that one. I'm going to try the middle shade. And I'm going to pop this on my other cheek. I feel like that shade, which is ironically looks darker, is actually a lot more subtle and generally just gives you a rosy glow. which we all want. Yeah, I prefer this one for sure. I mean, you can see they're both giving us a rosy glow, but I feel like this one's less, well, is it? Let's have a little peek, shall we? I mean, all you're gonna see is glitter. Yeah, I can't see any glitter in that shade. It's probably like the worst swatch in the world. I mean, what are we saying about this? I don't like, you know, like really bright blush. So I feel like this is kind of perfect for me, like for being just nice and subtle. I do like it. I'm not a fan of the glittery one, I'm gonna be honest. If you like a shimmery blush, then you would definitely like that. But me personally, I love glitter on the eyes, but not so much on my cheeks. So I'm gonna pop a little bit of this one. They don't have shade names, by the way. I'm just gonna pop a bit up here, just with my finger. I'm just blending that out with my other one. Yep, I like that as well. And then let's just pop a bit of this on my cheek as well as a highlighter. This one. Very shimmery. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here, right? I feel like it's giving us a glow, but I feel like it's like absorbed into my makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can tell I've got a bit up here, but in general it's kind of like very, very subtle. And I like my highlighter to just be popping. I want the world to see my highlighter. So overall, if you like a subtle blush and a subtle highlighter, then I feel that palette would be for you. Me personally, I prefer more of like a popping highlighter. Like, I want everybody to see that I've got some highlighter on. I think for me personally, blush should be definitely like subtle, because my skin is very, very fair, and I don't want to kind of draw too much attention to the blush. Like, I want, if I want attention on anything, I want highlighter and I want eyeshadow. So yeah, so I'm not 100% sure on that for me personally, but like I say, if you do enjoy a subtle highlight and a subtle blush, then you will like this palette. And also, that blush was really glittery, like the first one that I tested. Like, there was just so much glitter on my cheek right now. You probably can't see it on the camera, but I mean, I do love a bit of glitter, but not on my cheek. So I've just went ahead and put some lipstick on. Like I said, all the products will be in the description for you to check out. I will do a little close-up so you can see what the finished look looks like. So I know I've just done my little review of the blush palette, but I just wanted to review the Tuxedo palette, which obviously we used at the start of the video. So overall, I think that these palettes, because obviously I do have the Expectation palette, and this is Ignore the Makeup on it. I know, it's very upsetting. I feel like the Expectation palette is definitely one that I would wear every day. I feel like on a day-to-day basis, I might not necessarily reach for this palette. I feel like there's... Cookie, are you okay? Did everybody just hear Cookie? Oh, he's so heavy. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. This is Cookie. If you haven't met him on a video before, he's like the most friendliest cat you will ever meet, aren't you? He genuinely loves being cuddled. Like, he will sit for ages, and if you give him a cuddle, he puts his head up to be kissed. He wants to be down. He's making us look like a complete liar, but he literally puts his head up for you to give him a kiss on the head. Like, and all he does is sing. Like, he's just the happiest cat in the world. So I love him so much, but he's really heavy. Generally out of breath now and distracted about the Tuxedo palette. So overall, I'm not sure that I would use this on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I rate the Expectation palette. Like, that is insane. I don't really want to show you because I've already done a video on it, but there's a quick look at the shades, and I've honestly been reaching for that so much because I feel like it's just, it's minimalistic, but you can build it up as well. And I feel like with this one, there's that many different colours going on in the palette, which wouldn't be a day-to-day palette. Like, I wouldn't go out wearing like blues and greens, and if you do, then you know 100% this is a palette for you, but I think I would struggle to use this on a day-to-day basis. I do feel, however, that there is some shades in here that I definitely would use. Like, I love this matte shade. It's just a light brown shade, very straightforward, but you can put it on every day. You could just have it on by itself, or you can use it like as a transition shade, whatever you want to do, but I feel like that's a really gorgeous shade. And there is a few shimmer shades that I have used in the video that I feel like are very, very pretty. They're all very pigmented. I've had minimal fallout, but the fallout that I did get, because there was a tiniest bit under here, literally I got my foundation brush and it came straight off, because my absolute pet hate is when you've got fallout and you use your foundation brush and it pushes it into the skin. You're like, no, but this literally just brushed off, so fabulous. But yeah, it's just kind of like, if you visually look at this palette and think that's pretty, you will love it 100%, but I'm just struggling with it a little bit. I'm gonna go back my expectation palette for sure, because that is beautiful. So that was my overall review of the palettes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content too, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.